Anyone? Feel free, please. All right, please. What do you understand? Can anyone tell me what do you understand by graphic design? You can unmute and talk, please. We don't have much time, please. We don't have anybody that wants to talk.
I don't know about other people. Let me speak for myself. I don't think I know the definition of graphic. I just understand what it is about.
Yeah, okay. We just understand. You
And
can tell us.
that's thoughts.
Sorry,
Um,
we didn't get that, please.
you didn't hear me. I was
Yes,
saying, can you hear me better now?
yes, it's louder now.
Yes, I was saying I think it is the artistic representation of thoughts and information using softwares.
That's great. Thank you for that. Yes, she said it is the artistic representation of information softwares. Okay, it's true. That's you're correct. We will just dive. Is there anybody that also want to tell us what graphic design is all about? What you know about graphic design? Anybody? Okay, let me continue. Now, graphic design is just simply the presentation of information in a way that is appealing to your audience. Now, if we design as graphic designers, our main motive is to make sure we communicate the information clearly in a way that is appealing to the audience, the clients. Now, we are designing for people, not for ourselves. And design is simply communicating information in a visually appealing manner. That means in a way that it will interest the user. Immediately they see it at first sight like this, it will capture their attention. That's, in summary, that's what design is all about. And it's not just about colors, putting this, it's about the user. Our goal is the user. Those that we see it is not for ourselves. Now, there is this caption that is here that wants to be creative or okay, wants to be, do you want to be creative all day for a living? Now, as a graphic designer, that's who you have to be creative. And is that what you want to do? To be creative all day for a living, to make money, to make end means via graphic design? This class is for you. Do you want to do it for leisure? This class is for you. Anything you want to do with graphic design, this class is for you. Okay, let's continue. Now, what is graphic design again? It's the art of communication. You know, in English language, they have their language, what they want to say, what they want to communicate to people. The same as design is the art of communication, but in a visually appealing manner. Now, graphic design it cuts across many niche, many careers. Now, when you see a graphic designer working with different sector, it's different from, there are some niche that they just work with their sector alone. But graphic designers, we have the opportunity to work with a lot of sectors, and it cuts across business strategy to marketing to graphic designer. You know, in some organizations, they always have business strategies, they always have marketing team, and you go to graphic designers. And graphic design, it cuts. We are communicating digital ads, we are communicating print ads, we are communicating via social media, we are communicating through branding, we are communicating through events. And that is why the work of graphic designer is not just one-sided. It's like a tree with multiple branches. And that is why graphic designer, we always have work to do. Let me also put this disclaimer. If you want to be a designer, you must be ready to read. You must be ready to read, actually. And why am I saying this? Because, when I started as a graphic designer, I didn't know that I will be reading, I will be reading books. As a designer, we need to keep updating ourselves. We need to keep updating ourselves because for you to be relevant, for you to be moving with trend, we need to know what's happening. And that is what we need to do as a graphic designer. Now, as a graphic designer, we need to know what the aspect of business and the aspect of creativity. And that is why I put this here. As a designer, we need to know what business is, and we need to know the side of business and the side of creativity. You can be creative, you can be very creative and be a genius in design, good at what you are doing. But if you don't know the business part, it really tell in how you make your income, how you get to make money, because it's not just all about doing design and be hanging it in the wall or doing it as frame and hang it in our house. Is we are doing design for profitability. And that is why we also need to know the business aspects of it. And excuse me, please. Now, the creative side of graphic design consists of brainstorming, concepts, sketching, color exploration, typography, selection, photo editing, which we are going to learn later on in this course. I'm just trying to make us know the creative side of it. That's you're sketching, you need to brainstorm as a graphic designer before you can work on anything. If you speak with someone, the first thing you need to do is to brainstorm before trying to pick your tool and start designing. You need to brainstorm, then you go to sketching what you want to do. We have for logo designs, for graphic designers, we also sketch. We also need to go to exploration after picking out our tool, then color, adding color, then the use of our typography, which is font, some people know as font, and the use of photos in our design. Then the business part of it. For the business side of it is the social media ads, how it can attract people in the audience, working with headlines and ad copy, and also product photography, branding, a lot of things like that. We have it for the business side of design. And we also need to know how to communicate with clients, to which those ones I don't want to go ahead of myself, but these are the business sides. Permit me to a minute, please. I don't like the way that is going. A minute, please. Let me just share my screen. That is too slow. That's why I want to switch, please. Okay, let's go here. This method. This is faster. Now, I want you to imagine something now. Look at what we have on the screen. Now, imagine if you give someone a design, and this is what the person is returning to you. This middle like this place. There's no this left and right background. They are not there. Just what is in the middle. The person is giving it back to you as this is the design, and you paid for it. Now, you first think that what is this? Now, this is information. This is purely text, just content. Some people call it content. Some people call it copy. Some people call it design brief. Now, this is what is being given, or someone is bringing this as design. Now, it's in one way, it's not being attractive. This is not attractive at all. If you paste it as, like, there's a poster outside, people's attention won't be captured because this is just purely text. It's not giving that design vibe. Now, from this now, let's see if what it will graduate to if it's being designed. Now, same thing here. Look at it, this same thing, turning to what my cursor is having here. Please, are we still together? I want to confirm if you can still hear me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, now, from this text to this design here, you can see how it's graduated from this place to this place. Now, that's what design can do. Design can change information, just ordinary text. Is our function as a graphic designer to change ordinary text to present it in a way that will make the audience want to view the information, want to engage them in the view process. At this now, okay, let me go. Now let's look at this. Look at this design at the left side, this one. Now, and look at how it was turned to here. Now, you will see, it's obvious that this design, this bigger one, is more engaging than this left design. It's more engaging. And that's the work of a designer. For us to make sure designs are well engaging enough. And there is no design that has gotten to its final stage. Even this design can still further be more engaging. It's not always getting to its peak that you can work on this again. That's why from this from this one now, it can also be worked on to be more engaging. Now, some common questions answered, some common questions that people in mind is that now I'm coming, please. That's some question is that what do I need to do? Do I need to know how to draw to be a designer? No. Some people always have it that they need to learn how to draw to be a designer. You don't need to know how to draw, and you don't need any prior knowledge of art to be a graphic designer. All what you just need to do is to just have the mind and that's passion for design. That's all you need. And obviously a laptop as well. Communication is also important in design. It's very important because communication is, you can't remove communication in design. You would have to speak with people every day as graphic designer. The people you work with, the organization you work with, your design team, you just need to, and you need to communicate your design in a very clear and simple way. Part of our work as a graphic designer is to make what has been tangled, what is not clear, visible and very clear, very simple to the audience. It's not to complicate things. And design is not doing something and making it complicated. Some people always think until they had the whole everything in their design before they pass information. It's just about simplicity, clarity, and professionality. Communication is very important. The same thing as English language. If you want to communicate to people, you don't have to use grammar. You don't have to start blowing grammar. Imagine someone that is blowing grammar and wants to communicate to people. People will be confused. Same as design. We don't have to use design grammars to speak to the audience. Please, in case we have 9 minutes on this Zoom, in case it logs us out, please, I will send another link to join again. I will send another link. Thank you. Are we still together, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, we have different aspects of design, different aspects of graphic design. Graphic design project types and niches. There are different niches in graphic design. We have UI UX, we have editorial designs, we have branding and events design, we have social media and digital design, we have illustration, pattern design and digital art, we have package design. Now, we all know we all crafting is a mark or a symbol to represent the identity of a particular organization, of a particular institution. That's what logo is about. And interpreting the value of a company or of an institution in a symbol. That's a logo. And UI UX is the design of the websites, mobile app. And we always say even software that we use, all the software we use is designed by a UI UX designer. And what do I mean by the design? If you open a website, you can see with your eye is what a UI UX designer designed before a software engineer now develop it now. That's UI UX designer. And we also have editorial designer. Editorial designer are designers that design. We have probably like magazines, any printable work that hard copy. We have textbooks, novels. Those are editorial designers. We also have branding and event designers. Branding and event designers are those that design your cup, your banners, your backdrop, screen, all those things that is being used in an event. The event tags, event wristband, all those things used in an event designed by branding and event designers. We also have social media and digital designs. Those are the designs we see on our social media page, Instagram, Facebook, and lots more, LinkedIn, all our social media. Those designs you see on social and patterns. Now, illustrations, a minute, please. Okay, just type it on Google. Now, we can see this. Now, all these things we can see here that looks like cartoon. This is an illustration. I'm trying to open it to make this visible. Yes, it's open now. Now we see this. Now, this is called illustration. This is illustration. It's graphic designers that do this as well. This is an illustration. Let's go back to what we're doing. Now, the next one is packaging designs. Now, packaging designs are all the designs for all products we use on the supermarket rack. They are package designs to cream, butter, soap, or anything packaging that has to be done by package designers. Now, the thing about it is now that can one person become all these designers? It is possible. And why I say it's possible is because it's always gradual steps. We pick them one after the other. So is this I want to learn? But we have some people that have narrowed. But for UX designers, we have some UX designers, some people logo designers. That's what they did. Style of design. Now, some common design projects are logo design, banner designs, social media ads, direct email, poster cards. We have branding work. As time goes on, we'll know about them more, about what this means. Now, I want to say something here now. Which design project makes the most money? I want to say it. Which part of the designers that we've listed now, which part of design projects make the most of the money? Now we can see this spiral. This is like a small graph now. We have least and the most. Now, please, are we still together?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now, the people that makes the design niche that makes money most is the logo and branding designers. Now, this is ranging between the user interface, that's UI UX designers, and logo designers. Sometimes it always depends on the organization you're working with or the country where you're working. But I would say it's that the first is still the logo and branding interface designers, then followed by packaging design, followed by print, that's the editorial designers, followed by social media and digital designers. This is the people that makes the money, most of the money is the logo design and the brand designers. I hope I'm able to answer that question in hello?
Can I say something, please? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, I was saying in this classification of those that make the most, I didn't see the people that do the work sort of graphic design. I can't remember what you called it.
Let me go
The
back.
ones that make like cartoons.
Okay, the illustrators. Okay,
Illustrator, that's the word.
okay, it's clearer now. Okay,
Yes, it is.
okay. I was saying that they always classify brand illustrators, that's illustration designers, with brand designers. You understand? Sometimes you always classify them with brand designers. Most of people that I know that do illustrate that narrow down to illustration, they are always starting off with one of the design before moving. But it's just now that people are now getting to notice or to use illustrations in their design. Before it wasn't that common, and that is why their names are the niche is not there, but it's also is classified under brand designers. Oh, okay, hope you understand, Precious.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. All right, now there's a caption that says start out more broad with learn various design projects and then become more selective and specialize in a few later on. Now, this was what I was saying the other time, that if you want to start, you start learning, you start picking them one after the other. Try to know each of them. It's not later on that one will not decide that, okay, this is the one I want to specialize on. But at first, when we are starting with design, we tend to learn everything. It's always good to learn everything, especially in our generation now. If you are not versatile, one will be kind of know this one. And for income as well, if you know different ones, you won't just be boxed only to one particular side of design. At least you'll be able to get kits from different aspects of design. Okay, a minute, please. I want us to go to the history of design.